Hey guys, today I'm going to give a quick demonstration of how I made this up front tie top. I had already done my back and front panel. For my back panel, I made it 12.5 inches long and made a chain that is 60 chains long. This is the measurement of the back part of your torso. I used an intermittent pattern of 2 rows of double crochet and 3 rows of an X stitch. So this is the pattern we will use for our whole back panel. For my front panel, this is the tie up portion that needs to be extra long. I chained up a total of 90 chains and worked 2 rows of double crochet, 3 rows of the X stitch and 7 rows of double crochet because I do want full boob coverage and for me to be able to wear this without necessarily having to wear a bra. But it's up to you. You could switch it up however you'd like. I am just using regular yarn and a 4mm hook, and we're going to chain up 10. We're going to assume that you have made this long enough for it to be your back panel length. Yarn over into the stitch, yarn over back through the stitch, and yarn over through the last 2 stitches. So do this till the end and I'll meet you guys over here. So once you have your first row of double crochet, you chain 2. This makes your first double crochet. Then you go into the first stitch and place the double crochet. We are going to work a row of double crochet. I'll meet you guys when I'm here. Now I have my row of double crochet. We're going to chain 2 again and then prepare for the X stitch, which is basically 2 double crochet that are intercrossing each other. So these are the first 2 chains. I'll place a double crochet on the second chain. And then I'm going to prepare for double crochet and place it back on the first stitch that I had skipped over. Let me demonstrate that again. So you have your first stitch and the second stitch. Prepare for double crochet and place it in the second stitch. Yarn over through the 2, then double crochet into the previous stitch that we just skipped. Yarn over. So that kind of creates an X pattern that will end up looking like this. It's a very beautiful pattern. So do that for your back panel. You can make it however long you'd like. I made mine 12.5 inches as I have previously mentioned because I am making a crop sweater. For your front panel, I chained up a total of 90 chains. Work 2 rows of double crochet and then you take the total amount of stitches you used for your back panel minus 10, then divide by half. So if your back panel was 80 chains long, 80 minus 10, that's 70. Divide by 2, that's 35. So you will then work on the X stitch till the 35th stitch. I hope that's clear enough. So once you have your 25 X pattern stitches or however many stitches you end up with, chain 2 and begin decreasing to create your slant. How you decrease is by skipping the first stitch and half double crocheting on the next 2 stitches and then yarning through all those 3 loops. Then continue that similar pattern. The pattern came out very nicely. I'm quite happy with it, although I did redo it a bunch of times. If it's not clear enough, I will try and explain better in the comment section. So once you have all your panels complete, it's time to attach them together. It comes and ties up at the front. We are going to sew in this side. This is the armhole. These are the areas we're going to stitch. We're going to stitch this area, this area, this area, and we're going to stitch this area as well. I'm going to meet you guys back when I've done that. Make sure you leave enough allowance for your arm. In my case, I left an allowance of like 6 inches. So catch you guys when I am done with that. So I have finished sewing in the parts together. I am left with the last sewing, which I will use to demonstrate. So make sure your pieces are aligned perfectly. Chain 1, go through the first stitches. Make sure you yarn through both the first and the second piece you have, and slip stitch through. Cut and secure your knot. Make sure you're wearing and trying out your project at every stage. At this point, you can wear your piece and see if it fits well and if your arm allowance is enough before you proceed. So this is one of my arms finished. I'm going to demonstrate how I did this with my next arm. Attach your thread to the side of your armhole. Chain 1. Place 2 single crochets in every row. So place 2 single crochet in this row, 2 in this, and 2 in this. So as you can see, I have placed 2 in every row. So place 2, 2, 2. Do the same for the entire round. I'll meet you guys when I'm back here. Once you're done, chain 2 and place 2 double crochet in every chain. Once you're finished, chain 2. For me, because my arm is smaller, I'm going to start decreasing from here by placing half double crochets in my next 2 stitches and yarning over all 3 of them. And then we're going to continue this, decreasing in every round. As you can see with the pattern over here, we did 2 rows of double crochet, 3 of the X stitch similar to the pattern we did here, then 2 rows of double crochet, 3 of the X, then double crochet, then the flare pattern. We're going to do the same thing on this arm. I currently have 17 rows consisting of 2 rows of double crochet, 3 of the X stitch, 2 of double crochet, 3 of the X stitch, and 7 rows of double crochet to try and match my front panel pattern. At this point, we will begin our flare pattern. So to achieve this pattern, I chained 2, and you will now place 2 double crochet in every stitch. Slip stitch to connect the 2. Chain 3, skip 3 stitches and place 3 double crochet on the 4th stitch. Chain 1, skip 3 stitches and place 3 double crochets in the 4th stitch. Repeat this pattern for the entire row. Chain 2 and place 2 double crochet into the first space. Then chain 1 and insert 3 double crochet into the next space. Repeat this pattern till you get your desired length. For myself, I did 19 rows. And that reaches my waist. And that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I also hope you give it a try. If you do, please tag me. I'd love to see what you come up with. Thank you for watching.